Oscar, thank you so much for joining me. Firstly, how is life over in China, and has it been difficult living away from home, especially in the last year, given the pandemic that is going on at the moment?
First of all, hello for you. And yes, it's difficult to live too like too much time here. Normally we stay here in China, in Shanghai, but normally I go to Brazil 1 2 times. I travel for Europe. I travel for in Asia, but now it's difficult to travel, so you need to stay here all the time. So this is difficult time, not just for me. I think for everyone.
And when you moved to China, some people in the UK were maybe a little bit surprised that you decided to leave Chelsea to go over to China. So looking back now at your time so far, how would you assess your time with Shanghai?
Yeah, some when I move, it's price for everyone. But in that time, I don't play too much in Chelsea. Also have some in that time some Europe offers from another countries. But I decided to come to China, and I think when I look back to my decision, it's good decision for me, for my family, for also for my football. I improve a lot here. I do some things what I don't do before. I like I'm more a little bit more old now, so if I look back a little bit, it's like for me it's good for it was good.
And for those who maybe don't watch Chinese football, the league over there, what is it like to play, and what is the quality of football like over there?
Yeah, I think this is the problem of Chinese football. Not everyone look at 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 the league because it's with the Chinese league try to improve a lot, but we need to everyone need to see more games here. The quality is good. A lot good foreigners come here and try to play your best. Have like very good players here. So and me, I always try to help the league, to try to help my team, to help to improve the league.
And Rodrigo was saying to me that your son, who's only 4 or 5, he acts as your translator, and he's picked up the language really well over there. Is that right?
Yeah, it's all right. My son born in London, so but when I come to China, to Shanghai, we just have like 8 months. So and then when I arrive here, he have like one nanny, but the nanny only speak Chinese with him. So now he's 4 years old, almost 5 years old. He speak like very good Chinese. So sometimes he help me. Not sometimes, a lot of times when I some normally in Shanghai a lot of people speak English, but if you go to another place, some restaurant, they don't speak some English. Sometimes my son help me.
And that's fantastic. And I was
Yeah.
reading another interview you did recently, and you spoke about Chelsea, and you mentioned how you'd potentially like to finish your career back at Chelsea. Um, why is that? I mean, I suppose it's clear that you still have a great relationship with Chelsea, and really good memories from your time there.
Yeah, I think this is it's why I think about finishing Chelsea, because I have like good times before in Chelsea. Chelsea helped me a lot to improve, to to do what I always dream, to play like Champions League, to play, help me to play the World Cup, help me to play uh, to win like Premier League, to do my dreams. And I have a lot of friends in Chelsea, and if I have the chance to finish my career in Chelsea, like it's a dream for me. It's like, of course, uh, Chelsea don't like too much old players. It's normal because it's top team. from Europe, but I try my best to be fit to finish there.
And looking back at your time at Chelsea, you won the Premier League there, something that not many players get to do during their career. Is that one of your greatest achievements in your career?
Yes, of course, it's one of the big ones because I won two times. The another time I come to China in the middle of the season. So in the end, they with Conte they won. So and I play more than 14 games, 15 games. So it's very difficult league. So when you win the Premier League, it's like uh, it's amazing for team. Like when you play just who play already play in England know about how is Premier League. So how difficult is the Premier League. So it's I'm very proud to own the Premier League.
And looking at Chelsea's squad right now, one of the only players who is still there that you would have played with is Cesar Azpilicueta. Um, how important is he to that Chelsea team, and how much of a leader is he?
I'm happy to Aspilicueta still in Chelsea, still play a good football. He just come back. I think in the beginning he don't play a lot, but now he come back. He's very. It's a great right back. He can play also uh, the central back. So Aspilicueta always training like 100%. And now, of course, I think he's more experienced, so he can help a lot the young some young boys in Chelsea and help the team to improve. No,
And you mentioned some of the young players there. One of the young players who is regularly in the starting lineup there is Mason Mount. If you still watch Chelsea, what have you made of him, and how impressed have you been by him?
yeah, I like him. He sometimes he is not don't play like me, but he sometimes I watch him. I can see a little bit of me there because I also come Chelsea so young and play a good football. And I like I really like him. And he have everything to improve your game, and he score goals. He do some important things. He know how to defend. He know how to attack. So I really like him.
And when you were at Chelsea, you took over the number 8 shirt, which was worn by Frank Lampard there, who's a massive club legend at Chelsea. When you took that shirt, did you feel any pressure at the time taking that? And how proud a moment is that for you to wear that iconic shirt at Chelsea?
Yeah, I was very proud to have the number 8 of of Lampard because before I also I'm proud to have the number 11 because when I arrived, I take the 11 and the 11 shirt is just the Drogba. I just scored this in final Champions League goal to the club, the one of the best goal scorer in the club. So I already have a little pressure in the number 11, but I do great. I play my football, try to play my football. And after taking number 80, it's also amazing because I'm really, really fan of Lampard. He's one of the guy I always is my one of my idols. So I try to do everything what I learned from him because he uh, with one of the best players what I play in my side. He's like I really like Frank. Like in the training, like in the game, outside the game. So I was proud to have the number 8.
And when you were playing with Frank, did you ever see him going into management? Did you think that he would end up going into management like he has done?
Yeah, I think so because when I was there, I think him and also Terry, some have some players start to do some coaching stuff things, to learn some things, and it's good. Now, he's when he was in Chelsea. Now he's I support a lot to him to he do your best for Chelsea also, and for him.
And another player who you would have trained with at Chelsea, and I was reading in an interview you did recently, is Mo Salah. And you said to him, but on the training pitch, he was like Messi. Why don't do you think that it didn't maybe work for him at Chelsea?
I think in that time it's really hard to him because in that time have a lot of good players in same position, not uh, same like quality of Salah. Like everyone have different quality, but more same position like me, like Mata, Hazard, William, Schürrle arrived after De Bruyne. So a lot of very young players and also uh, huge players because everyone played for your national team. So play good football. And that time he don't have your chance. If he have your chance, don't sometimes don't have too much confidence, But after also in Roma and in Liverpool, he was amazing. So it's nice to see one guy like improve your game,
Mm. You mentioned there how well he's done at Liverpool. How impressed have you been by his form at Liverpool? Because he is now one of the best players in the Premier League and in world football too.
Yeah, I'm impressed because he already improved a lot in Roma after when arriving in Liverpool. Like I think he have a lot good players also around him. The Liverpool, I think, also last years, it's not just about one or two players. It's like really really good team. Firmino is good. Salah is good. Sané is good. The midfielder, the defenders, also Alisson, goalkeeper. Everyone is like very good quality. So I'm very impressed to live and also for Salah do very great now.
And you mentioned a moment ago as well about Kevin De Bruyne, who you would have seen at Chelsea as well. Now at Manchester City, one of the best midfielders in the world right now. I mean, at Chelsea, did you maybe see him going on to what the player that he has now become?
Yes, but it's sometimes one guy arrive in one team and in this team don't play. He tries something, don't do well. He don't have a lot of confidence, and he need to try something different. And De Bruyne is one of these players, almost same of Salah. He try your best in Chelsea, but not work well. And after he go to Wolfsburg, after to Man City, and after he also improve a lot our game. We know he have a lot of quality to do like the passing, what he always doing, very good. So um, he's was very confident, so he do everything great, and I'm happy to him.
And when you look back at your Chelsea career, you mentioned about winning the Premier League and how big an achievement that was. But what other moments from Chelsea, from your time at Chelsea, stand out for you?
Yeah, I think of course when you won like Premier League, won the Europa League, also the cup, and everything is great. But when you score one goal, or like when I scored my first two goals against Juventus in my first game in in Champions League, it was amazing. But also I always remember one game when I play against Arsenal. We won 2-0, and I don't score goals. I don't give one pass, but I give I think 8 or 9 tackle, so I recover ball. So when I go, they change me like 8-8 is like all supports. Like it's like I scored 3 goals in the game. It's like this is what the English people like. What is Premier League? You don't need to score a lot. You need to give everything. This is what I always remember with me.
And you played with lots of top players at Chelsea. if you had to pick out maybe three of the best players that you played with at Chelsea, who would you pick and why?
It's difficult to pick three because it's a lot of people, players, good players. But I think I take Terry, of course, Terry and Lampard. I cannot say they need to go there because Terry is the captain, the legend of the club. Also Lampard, and after maybe Hazard because I really like the way how Hazard play when we play really well together. I have a lot of players, it's difficult to choose, but these three is like it was amazing with me with when we play together.
What about someone like Didier Drogba? Just misses out?
No, I can't say Drogba because but with Drogba we play like just 1 year together, and the another guys I play like 3, 4, 5 years. But Drogba, of course, is one of the legends out of the club. I can say also Peter Cech, you know, some guy. But Cech also I played a little bit also in Chelsea. But a lot of great players. I can say a lot of great players was I play in Chelsea.
And during your career as well, you've worked under a lot of very very good and very experienced managers. Who's maybe the manager that you've learnt the most from in your career?
No, I have a lot of play. You always uh, learn for all the coaches. But the coach, the of course, Jose Mourinho, it's one of the best coach. I really like also Conte, the way of the team play with Conte. It's like it's very impressive. So I think Chelsea, I can take these two, but I also with Benitez, also I play a little bit with Di Matteo, you know, um, also Hinke a little bit, but these two is they are very good, very good coach.
You mentioned Mourinho there. He's now in charge of Tottenham here in England. Do you feel that he'll eventually bring trophies to Tottenham?
I hope no, because I support Chelsea, right? but Jose Mourinho is very good coach, and I hope he can help Tottenham uh, do a little bit better, try to to win some trophy, of course, because he is very intelligent guy, no?
And with your national team, Brazil, I saw that you've maybe not featured for a while for your country. With the World Cup hopefully happening next year, is playing for your country still a target for yourself?
And of course, now it's more difficult because in China, like we said before, nobody saw the games too much. So I am fit. I play here very good football, but uh, it's more difficult to go to the national team. Of course, if they need me, of course I can go again. But um, I already play a lot of games there. I already play, try my best there. I play World Cup there. So I always support Brazil, and if they need me, of course I can go.
And finally, from me, what are your targets for the rest of the season with your team?
Yeah, first of all, we need to wait the league start because the league don't start yet. But we try here like to win some title because the club here is very good club. Also, Shanghai is very good club to play, and the target is try to win some title here.